Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Cybermind with the Crazy Crafters. How's it all going? You guys having a good night? I hope so. Just wanted to give you a quick recap. We just finished up the Crazy Crafters webcast on Twitch. Make sure you follow me, Twitch TV/Cybermind. Link's going to be down at the bottom. I'm just going to give you an update, show you where we're at and what we've been up to. All right, well, first of all, if you'll notice, things are different. What is different? What is going on here? What is he doing? Oh, I'm prettifying things. That's right. If you'll notice, all of the storage equipment is gone. The ME drives are gone. All the Quarry equipment is gone. I've said that I wanted to move this stuff down here, and today, when I logged on, I discovered that, well, we were running into some serious storage issues. So I went ahead and made another 2 drives, made some 1K drives, popped them in there, and said, you know what? While I'm at it, why don't I just go ahead and start moving stuff downstairs? And I did. I finally got around to it, and look, lo and behold, we now have storage where I had initially planned for it to go. The next day or two, I'm going to actually fill this entire section with drives, with full 1K, 1K storage unit drives. The reason is because we're getting ready to start an Ender Quarry. We're starting an Ender Quarry for the Nether because we want to start producing Netherrack, so we can start producing Nether brick, so that we can start maybe working on a little bit of a mega build. I think that's next in the cards is going to be a mega build. So we still have all of our storage units set up here, our deep storage units, and we have the glass cable running all the way to the ME terminal, which is still working fine. I'm still thinking about taking and making deep storage units for things like the coal, the marble, the basalt, the schist, the quartz, the limestone, the shale, and the marble. Because as we do overland quarries, it's going to get increasingly large. I mean, you can see just over in the last 2 days, we picked up over almost 2,000 iron. And it just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. I mean, look at all this ore we picked up. 2,000 iron, almost 1,000 copper. I mean, we're really starting to get into the ores here, which is good. In producing this, in getting this thing up and going, I noticed that we were running into a little bit of a difficulty in the fact that the ME power was blinking on and off. I was like, okay, well, we're running out of power. Well, that's not good. So we took a little trip upstairs and made a plan. Came back downstairs, made some gizmos and some gadgets and some doohickeys. And lo and behold, we have doubled our power production. We're now running a total of 15 steam dynamos. Actually, we tripled our production because we were only running 5. So we tripled our power production by making another 10 steam dynamos. We're now producing all of them. I had a bit of a problem here because I couldn't get the dynamos to fill up with water fast enough. Well, it turns out that this tank was being drained like you wouldn't believe because the aqueous accumulator couldn't keep up. So what I went ahead and did is we added another tank to it, and then we added a buffer in the form of a water drum. That way, the tank can always be filled up, but we've always got this buffer from the water drum, which will hold 256,000 millibuckets, and the 32,000 millibuckets times 2. So that's where we're sitting with that. Over the next couple of weeks, I anticipate probably adding another 10 to 20 steam dynamos, with these each producing approximately 40,000 RF. We want to make sure that we're producing, plenty. I think my goal is really, get over here. I will murder you. Thank you. Get out of my way. I think I want to try to produce almost maybe a 500 million, 500,000 RF. I think that'll be sufficient. We tried working with the networking system, the wireless system, and we made some discoveries that, number one, it's a pain in the butt to make. It's not very expensive. It's just difficult. It's just it's time consuming. There's a lot of components in the networking system. The other issue is the range. You know, what I had intended for this to be was a quick way for all of the crafters to access the ME storage system anywhere that they needed to, whether it be at their base, out in the field, you know, whatever the case may be. Unfortunately, the limitations of the AE1 networking system, well, they kind of made that a little prohibitive in the sense that the maximum range, even with a wireless booster, is only 64 blocks. So that kind of dampened that project. So we're gonna figure something else out for that. Maybe one of the things I was thinking about was maybe a quantum network, but I still have to research that and figure out exactly what that entails and how it's going to work. Meanwhile, over here, Miss Rosa and her magical crops has been hard at work today. As you can see, she's turned the house into a kitchen. You know, we got a processor and a furnace and a counter and an oven, and she baked me some bread earlier. That was kind of good. She also asked me to craft her a reusable. Yeah, that's the thing. A reusable safari net. She wants to go and start wrangling in some animals so that we can have some things like, you know, grilled cheese sandwiches and ham and cheese sandwiches and different things like that. So she is hard at work making the food. Not exactly sure what Drac and Shiloh have been up to lately. I haven't seen them on the server in a few days. I know that Shiloh's been really busy with work, and Drac, I'm not sure where he's been. Also, if we come over here, I haven't finished it yet. I'm still working on it, but we have Izzy's home, which is still, like I said, you know, it's still a work in progress. But Volkno has been quite busy. As you can see here, she's made a nice little pathway over here to her home, which we will call Rainbow Acres. I mean, this place just looks amazing the way she did this. I love this with the different shades and the colors and all this stuff. This is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm very impressed with this. I wish I had her building skills. And then if we come over here, we've got, what is this? This is part of her house. This is part of her home. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm just kind of curious. Looks like a maze. I'm sure this serves some form of purpose, and it'll probably be revealed at some point. This is actually kind of cool, to be perfectly honest with you, but I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I like it. I like it. I love this. You know, Volkno's always been really classy when it comes to the rainbow stuff. I mean, look at this. She's building towers in her home. This is so amazing. So yeah, she's very hard at work, as you can see. And I'm gonna have to ask her what that is, because that is flipping amazing. Okay. Anyway, so what is next on the agenda? Well, first of all, I've got to finish this house. If I don't finish this house, Izzy is going to kick my butt 3 ways from Sunday. So that is probably part of what's on the agenda next. But the big thing, the big kit and caboodle is a project that we started tonight, but we haven't quite got it finished because we still have to make some more of it. Is this stuff right here, Ender Energy Conduit. I noticed that the conduit that we were currently using couldn't transfer power fast enough. Whether it could because it couldn't hold that much power, or whatever the reason is, it just wasn't working out. So we're making the big upgrade to Ender Energy Conduit. I've already finished in here, so we have to go. Everything in here is powered by Ender Energy Conduit, except for this equipment here, which will not work with Ender IO. So we had to use the old RedNet energy cables from Mine Factory Reloaded. So yeah, that's one of the projects that we've got to finish up, is retooling all the power systems with the new conduit. The other thing that we've got to do is we're going to start working on, like I said, an Ender Quarry. so that we can start quarrying out the nether and getting some of that awesome nether rack and making our start working on our mega build. And then one of the things I said on stream, the first thing I was probably going to do tomorrow was fill this entire wall with 1K drives. So that'll be the big project that's coming up, and then I'll make a deep storage unit here. Probably what I'll do is make 2 deep storage units and put a redstone furnace between the 2. And that way I can pipe stuff out of the nether directly into the one of the deep storage units, have it piped directly into either 1, 2, maybe 3, a bank of redstone furnaces to smelt them into nether brick, and then put the nether brick right back into a second deep storage unit. I think that's going to be the most efficient way of doing things. We'll just have to see how things progress. Other than that, we have been hard at work with the Crazy Crafters. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Oh! One other thing I forgot to mention: we have a new member of, we have a new member of the Crazy Crafters, number 1, and that is Kevin Crafter. He is Volkno's significant other, and also Rosalind has finally got the equipment, and I'm getting her her educated on using it. She is going to start streaming pretty soon, so make sure you follow her. It's going to be Rosalind 730 is going to be her Twitch account. Also, like I said, follow the rest of us. So we all have our YouTubes and our Facebooks and our Twitters and our Instagrams and all that good stuff. If you don't know my information, you can always check it out on the stream. My social links are always up there. But just for the reference, it is facebook.com/thecybermind, youtube.com, well, you're on my YouTube channel, twitter.com/LOL_cybermind, and of course, twitch.tv/cybermind. That's going to do it, folks. That is for this edition of the Crazy Crafters wrap-up. Make sure you like us. Make sure you say hi. Come on and stop by. We do this every night about 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and we will see you then. See ya!